And there's always great events and things to do in West Michigan all year round, but especially right now in the summer, especially with all of the weddings that are coming up. And from the runway to the wedding aisle, there is a hot look for hair that we're seeing all over the place.
And it's a different take on your average updo. It's called hair sewing. And there's a number of stylists in West Michigan trained to create this fashionable look.
That's right, and Rachel talked with a hair expert who was recently in town showing local stylists how it's done.
Have you ever aspired to have your hair look something like this? It's achieved through a technique called hair sewing. And we are here at Salon Re in Grand Rapids, and we're talking with Vincent Maxwell from Kevin Murphy. You're a style master, and you're talking a little bit about this concept, this hair sewing. What's this all about?
Well, what it's about, Rachel, is exactly what the name suggests. We're going to take a simple kid's needle and attach a either linen thread or a leather and upholstery thread, because it's got a nice bit of tack to it, but most of all it's got durability and it's strong, and we're actually going to use this and sew the hair up. So the advantage between that and using a bunch of bobby pins and hairpins is that you're dealing with one piece of string, so when it's all said and done, a couple strategic cuts and the whole thing comes out. So and she's ready to rock as a down style then after that.
That is really cool. It's more of a natural updo. Absolutely,
absolutely. It's very organic. This one that we're doing, the particular one that we're doing today, is actually called the messy updo, and it's been seen all over the runways and the award ceremonies several months ago. It's very organic. It's almost as if somebody with long hair just grabbed the hair, pulled it up, and it magically stayed there. So the string does become invisible and disappears into the style.
That's really cool. We have a model here, Ken Singh, and you prepped your hair a little bit. Tell us what you did to get it to where you are.
What I've done, Rachel, with Ken Singh is we went ahead and maxi washed her to exfoliate and detoxify the hair and the scalp, start with a clean slate, and then we layered in 2 layers of anti-gravity, which is our volumizing cream. It's almost like a setting lotion, an old-fashioned setting lotion with guts of a hairspray to it, so it does have a little bit of hold. Power dried that in there, then layered in a little bit of mousse, and then went ahead and popped the wave clips in, and once that was all in, took and sprayed in some Hair Resort spray, which is our beach texturizing spray, and then heated it up, let it cool down, popped out the wave clips, and now you've got this really whimsical mermaidy sex pot wave.
It looks really good right now, and you're actually going to start the hair sewing at this point.
Correct.
Would you walk us through the process? Show
Absolutely.
us how it's done?
Absolutely. It's very straightforward and very easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to just take a crude parting here. We don't have to be so clean with it, only because we will incorporate the sides into the look as we continue on. But we're going to start right back here in the back section because it's the heaviest, the most densest, so we want to really make sure that we get that anchored and secured, and then we're going to pull everything else into that. So what we're going to do first is we're going to grab right around the occipital bone, pinch everything in, push it up, grab everything, and then continue working all that length of hair into my hand until it's all out of the way. We can always leave a couple little soft pieces that come down, which I prefer only because with it being very organic and natural and soft, if everything's tucked away and everything's pulled too tight, it kind of defeats the whole purpose of it being very organic.
Now it's time for the big reveal. Wow, that looks beautiful, Vincent. Cool. And not one bobby pin that you use for this.
No, not one bobby pin, and that's the beauty of it, is you're just using one needle, one piece of string, because any woman that's had their hair done up for, whether it be a wedding, party, anything like that, afterwards they're always spend at least an hour hunting and fishing out each one of those bobby pins. So with this one, it's a strategic 3 or 4 cuts with the scissors, cut the thread, not the hair, and everything will fall down. So essentially, if she was done with this, say she was at a wedding, she could wear this to the wedding, and for the reception, cut out the string and wear the waves that we had in there.
Wow, beautiful.
Absolutely. Isn't it fun?
Hair sewing. We've got Vincent Maxwell from Kevin Murphy. Thanks a lot for showing us.
Thank you very much for having me.
Trend. We are here at Salon Re. Check it out.
Wow.
You know, so many times you open up the fashion magazines and you see these amazing updos and you wonder, how can I get that look? And so you get out all the bobby pins and you start pinning and pinning and pinning, and by the time you know it, you have 80 bobby pins.
Yes.
And it really starts to weight your head down.
It does, and like I was just saying, I remember prom, I think I did that. I just 1, 2, 3, just counting them all, and I think I probably had 80 bobby pins. So this is very nice. This is very different and very cool. I'm gonna have to give that a try.
Yeah, and what I love about this is when you do go to a wedding and you want that updo for the wedding, and then you want to take your hair down for the reception, you don't have so many different pieces you have to take out. You just cut that one piece of string, and your hair still looks great when you pull it down. So this is a great idea for Terry. Terry, I'm saving this one for you because you have a very important wedding coming up next year.
That's right. Well, many salons that carry Kevin Murphy products either know how to sew hair or are undergoing the training right now.
That's right, and the salon that Rachel visited is called Salon Re, and they're located on Fulton Street in Grand Rapids. And there's also another salon that offers this cutting-edge trend. It's called Cheeky Strut, and they're located in Granville Avenue, which is also located here in Grand Rapids.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to have to give that a try, that's for sure.
It looks like it's pretty easy, and it looks great. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Your all-access pass to everything West Michigan.